We began for a reason. The reason was that we saw there is a huge global mental health crisis all around the world. Billions of people are suffering from either stress, insomnia, those hard times going to sleep, anxiety, hard times to focus, concentrate, etc. The list is unfortunately very, very long. The world as a huge society can overcome that psychological crisis within itself. With that deep belief, we started our journey almost 2 years ago, and Meditopia had born to help people overcome their daily mental burdens. Today, we have more than 3.5 million members all around the world, almost 4 million members, and we reached this number in 2 years. We are active in more than 50 countries all around the world. At least 1.2 million meditation sessions are completed in a month in Meditopia. First of all, I would like to underline the fact that both Headspace and Calm, they are great companies, which we deeply respect. Basically, they established the field itself. So they are great companies, great team culture. We know a couple of people in their teams, and we know that they are trying to make something both in financial manners and humanistic manners, so which is also important. If you want to become not 21st century's company, but to become 22nd century's company, you have to have that financial impact and humanistic impact hand to hand. We started this business by making localization our backbone. That was our decision, not penetrating first to non-English speaking markets, but the decision was because emotions, because psychology is a very intimate topic. That area is a very personal area. You know, you have that 10 minutes before maybe you go to bed, or you have that 10 minutes after you wake up. You know, that's a very intimate area. We have to localize what we do. Enis should listen to a content. Enis should reach to a service which has his own culture in it, because he has to resonate to that content, to that service. That was our initial goal. It is worth to mention that the overall sector, the market is huge, because unfortunately, I don't know anyone else who doesn't suffer from some kind of a mental burden. We all do. We are differentiating ourselves. We are not becoming only a meditation app, a localized meditation app, but we are becoming a daily mental companion within our new verticals in the platform. Enis localization is a 360 degrees journey, actually, because when you have the product which you think you localized, first you have to reach to someone. Let's take Brazil as a use case, okay? In Brazil, you have to find real Brazilian people, and you have to tell them what you do. First phase is, of course, the engagement. You have to engage with potential members, potential customers within a very localized manner. That person has to resonate within your growth efforts. That's the first part. And second part, when you acquire those people, you have to make them happy, to make them feel that they are in some kind of a Brazilian product itself. So the content and product itself should be localized also. And then the last part within this 360 degrees journey is that your members should also sometimes deepen their experiences. Your support services, your additional services should always resonate to your member. If they ask some questions to you, you have to answer them by understanding them, and someone within their own culture also help them in order to deepen their experience. So this is an overall journey. We know that they're expanding also to new languages, which is a perfect thing, and we also looking forward to that, because people need to have some choices within different approaches. In almost every significant market which we entered and localized our product, we had a local competitor before we entered. From our perspective, that was a positive sign for us. So there is a market. There are people who are willingness to pay that service. That was a good sign for us. And we always surpassed them. In the clash, always, of course, end user always gained, but then we always surpassed them. Your product team and growth team always goes hand in hand, work together so that your product can spread itself virally. That's crucial. What we see is that in the mobile subscription area, the product team and the growth team, they should marry. You know, they should love each other. They should have interconnections. They should have always sustainable conversations within themselves, and they should always act fast and try new things. my sources of stress and yours differs. So maybe you should see something different in Meditopia, in your case and in my case. Because we closed our newest investment round, we will heavily invest in how can we differentiate the product for Enis and Fatih. Sometimes you need to go to sleep faster. You maybe need to transcend yourself. Sometimes you need to go further to your potential. Being a daily companion means to provide all of them in a single platform. If you recall Tim Cook's speech, he stated that Apple will not be remembered as only a telephone company, a hardware company. It will also be remembered as a health and fitness tech company. So the world is changing, expectations are changing. Life is becoming longer and longer. Longevity and aging is one of the crucial facts in our life.